Hey guys, this is the voice of YouTube's very own Shadow Magic here, and before I introduce my guests here for what we're doing here, I've decided Tuesdays are going to be Sonic What Ifs, Sonic Theories, I want to start going into a more Sonic lore direction on Tuesdays, because I woke up today and I just had like this light bulb just went off in my head, like, wait, I can just do this on my channel. That's a way for me to be more creative. And since, I love watching lore videos, and I'm sure that a lot of you like watching lore videos, I figured, why not? But before we discuss this little theory, and it's actually a theory that's probably going to get me into a buttload of trouble from a certain group, I figured I want to do this because, well, correction, it wasn't my idea. Can you please introduce yourself?
Oh, hello everyone. It is I. It is Mizuki.
Why do you sound so nervous?
I don't sound nervous. Hello.
I give you headpats.
Yay.
So, do you want to discuss this theory that you thought of?
Okay, this theory has been going around for a good while, ever since Sonic 06 and Sonic and the Black Knight came out.
More so Sonic and the Black Knight.
Yeah, more so Sonic and the Black Knight. And the theory is Silver is Shadow and Amy's son.
Okay.
That's the theory.
Now, why does this theory exist? Well, and I know that a lot of my Son Amy fans are gonna be like, ew, ew, why are you guys making a theory about this? It's Shad Amy is a popular ship in the Sonic
Besides
fandom.
Sean Amy's, Shad Amy is a popular one as well.
And I totally get the appeal of Shad Amy. I do. It's very similar to Vegeta and Bulma. It's very similar to, well, it's not as toxic as Sasuke and Sakura.
But there's some similarities there.
Yeah. So I get the appeal. It's just this theory doesn't have no proof. The only proof that it has is that if you go by the actual King Arthur legend, is that Sir Lancelot and Sir Galahad, I believe that's how you say it.
I think that's how you say his name. We're not 100% on pronunciations here.
Is actually father and son.
Yeah.
That's the basis of this theory. And in the Olympic Games, there's these certain interactions between the two to where, Silver's trying to look tough like his quote-unquote dad.
Yeah.
Now, there is a chance that Silver could be a descendant of Shadow.
Yeah, that chance is there.
So, I'm not going to debunk that part of the theory. The theory that we're here to talk about is the Shad Amy connection to this.
Yeah.
Which implies that Amy is Silver's mom, which doesn't make no sense because I believe they say, like, it takes place 200 years in the future.
Yeah, I believe so, because that legit would not make no sense at all.
Unless Amy somehow became immortal like Shadow, unless it's some sort of like a vampiric thing to where Shadow can maybe like put some of his blood into her, but that makes really no sense in terms of Sonic lore. That's like going borderline Hellsing base.
Yeah.
Which I do love me some Hellsing Ultimate. But
oh yeah.
And I've also heard things like how, a writer for Sonic confirmed that Silver is Shadow's and Amy's son. But again, the same guy also, I believe I know which one it is. I believe it was Ian Flynn. And I could be wrong. Came out and said that it was a joke.
So we don't know fully all of Silver's history.
Yeah.
I kind of wish that would be something they would delve into, because we kind of got some of Blaze's.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they would delve into and give us a bit of Silver's backstory.
If
Besides
the
what we got.
if the Archie comics were still continuing, we probably would have got some background on Silver character because they did that with
My
all of
God,
them.
yeah, we would.
Because Amy actually has a cousin named Robbo Hedge.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. She does.
Um,
The Archie comics that had us learn so many things.
mm-hmm. And it's just to me, knowing what I know about the Sonic lore, and knowing that Amy's not immortal, Shadow is.
Yeah.
Amy's not.
Nope. No, she is not.
It makes no sense for Silver to be their son. But again, this still doesn't debunk maybe he's related to Shadow. But there's one
Yeah.
but there's one problem with this. Takashi Iizuka even came out and said that Silver is not a descendant of Shadow.
So that fully debunks that one.
Pretty much. And that's the thing, is that the fans are always going to have this theory. This theory is always going to be involved with the Sonic franchise
Oh, yeah.
until they either create parents for Silver just to get people to stop talking about it. But here's the thing, you can't stop the fans from creating fan art of, Silver being a Shadow child,
Yeah.
or fan fictions. It's just one of those things to where this theory has so many holes in it.
Yeah, it has a lot of holes. It really does have a lot of holes in it.
The only thing that we can say for certain that Silver could be a descendant of Shadow, not so much Amy, is the fact that Shadow is immortal. So
Yep, that's the only fact we have with that one.
so he could have lived past everyone else. Because here's the thing,
Which is a very sad thought when you think about it.
there's this comic that I actually did a comic up for the Fan and Chaos, and so far as it hasn't came out yet. I don't think it's been edited either. To where it's actually in Silver's timeline, and Shadow's alive, and then there's Sonic. They built the statue of Sonic, and they're talking about him.
Aw.
Now, here's the thing. Despite the obvious borderline,
Donato.
undertones, it makes sense that Shadow will be alive then. It's just, can I
Yeah,
see...
he's immortal.
Mm-hmm. And, okay, well, let's throw out what Takashi Iizuka said, and let's say that writer wasn't joking. Maybe, like, at the time, we're going to go into a what-if situation here.
Here, yeah.
What if what this writer said was true? Okay. This is how I could see it maybe working out between to where Silver could be Shadow's and Amy's son, even though, again, there's a lot of holes in this theory. Okay. After a while, when Amy gets older, Amy realizes that she has wasted her time chasing Sonic. And even though that, Sonic and Amy are so good friends, maybe Amy starts slowly noticing Shadow, or vice versa, because Amy and Sonic Adventure 2 reminded Shadow of what Maria said.
It said, yep.
Which is why that ship is so popular, is because, and I have a best friend that's a Shadow Amy shipper, has said that there's parallels between Amy and Maria. And I totally get it.
Yeah, I get it as well.
So they start talking, they start getting close, and slowly they both start having feelings for one another. They confess, they get married, and then they have Silver. But there's one problem, though. How is Amy going to live past 200 years in the future?
Exactly.
In order for this theory to work, Amy would have to be like an ancestor to Silver.
Yep.
So, going by that logic, Shadow would also have to be Silver's ancestor, even though
Yep.
he's alive. And the thing is that we don't know if this technetic powers that he has is chaos based. And that's another thing that kind of goes against Shadow and Silver being related, is that we don't know. Yes, Silver is capable of doing chaos control, but so is Sonic. And Sonic and Shadow are
It's true.
not related at all.
Nope.
Even though that I have read some pretty wholesome fan fictions to where they're brothers.
They're all brothers. Yeah, I know. I've read some pretty wholesome ones too.
And it could work, but you know, it's just one of these things to where I just don't believe it. I don't believe this theory because, like I said, there's so many plot holes. There's so
there
many
really is. There's a lot of holes in it.
And if we're gonna go by the official sources, well, keep in mind, the whole timeline was erased in Sonic 06. And who knows if that changed, if let's say the original intention was to have Silver to be related to Shadow and Amy, that whole thing could have rebooted the timeline.
Yeah, that's true.
And Silver's ancestors or parents could have been two other people. And then you bring in Sonic and the Black Knight, which is when this whole theory started.
Yeah.
It's because of that game. But here's the thing. Sir Lancelot in Sonic and the Black Knight is not Shadow the Hedgehog. Yes, he represents Shadow the Hedgehog. But he's based off the actual Sir Lancelot from the King Arthur books.
Yep.
And that's, to be honest, I would imagine that's probably why Sir Galahad never showed up in Sonic the Black Knight, was because they probably already knew what would happen if people already knew the story of King Arthur. They would put two and two together and be like...
Yep.
But even still, people still assumed and theorized and all that. And even the whole theory of Silver being Sonic's and Amy's kid doesn't make sense either.
No, it don't, because...
I'm pretty sure...
How in the world would they be alive in 200 years?
Yeah, exactly. There's no way. And... yeah, I mean, this theory really needs to just go away, because if you really sit there and think about things, there are so many holes.
There really is.
And the fact of the matter is that Yuji Naka, and even the Sonic Twitter takeover thing has kind of confirmed it, along with Sonic Boom has kind of confirmed. Now, if you want to take the Twitter takeover as canon or not, they fully acknowledge that if anyone's going to get together, it's going to be Sonic and Amy.
Oh, yeah.
However, I totally understand the appeal of Shad Amy. I totally understand that, those shippers want something to have hope for. But the thing is that there's just too many plot holes.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of plot holes in that theory. There's so many.
So, with that being said, I knew that this theory wasn't going to take long to get through.
Yeah.
Which this was a good idea. This was a good theory to talk about. It was fun. So guys, please be respectable in...
yeah, be respectful, guys.
Yeah, in the comments. Again, I'm just one guy. I'm just going by what we know and what, the official sources have said.
Yep, we're just going by what we know and all that.
And let me know what you think. With that said, I hope you enjoy this first theory. And my next theory is also kind of connected to this because it is Sonic 06 based. And it's going to be, was Shadow framed in the dark future to where Omega had to capture Shadow?
Oh, yeah. That one's going to be a very interesting one.
So with that said, if you all have enjoyed this, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and that bell button. When you do hit that bell button, make sure to click it to get all of our notifications, and also go sub to Mizuki here.
Yeah.
And with that said, I'll see you all in the next 30 video. Bye, guys.
Bye.